How do you write endless love? L-O-V. What's RPI? A grave error. What does this say? N-O-P-P-L-E-E. You can write it down if you like. N-O-P-P-P-L-E-E. And what it says is no peas, please. Because there's 3 P's, so that's the P's. Then there's PL, and then there's some E's. No peas, please. Which 3 letters make the world go round? N-R-G. Which 2 letters wish they were like the others? Envy. Why are you only friends with 25 of the letters in the alphabet? Because I hate you. If you leave alphabeti spaghetti on the stove and go out, it could spell disaster. I can never remember how to get to the very end of the alphabet. I don't know why. Why can't pirates say the alphabet? They get lost at sea. What's the quickest way to count to 100? 1, 2, leave a few, 99, 100. Beans, beans, good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the better you feel. So eat baked beans for every meal. Well, Goldilocks, you've been a long time at the shops. Where have you been? Well, there was this house and some chairs, and I had some porridge, and then I went to bed. And when I woke up, there were some bears, and there was a little one that was moaning about me being there. Goldilocks, I've told you before, don't make up stories. They've discovered a dinosaur that looks like a doormat. It's called Flat-on-the-Floorus. How do you catch a rabbit? Well, you hide in a bush and look like a lettuce. How do you play the piano after you've had cod and chips? With fish fingers. What do you call the game where you throw furniture at each other? Table tennis. Knock knock. Who's there? The interrupting cow. The interrupting cow. Moo! A farmer and his friend were walking past the farmer's horse when the horse looked up and said, I won the Grand National, you know. Wow, said the farmer's friend. Was that your horse talking? That's incredible. Oh, it's not true. He only came in second. We were driving through the countryside and we suddenly saw a 3-legged sheep. So I got out the car and knocked on the farmer's door. I'm very sorry, I said, but I see that you've got a 3-legged sheep there. I don't want to be nosy, but how come? Ah, yes, said the farmer. That's an amazing sheep, that one. Do you know, one time we were away from the farm and a fire broke out in the barn, and that sheep ran into the house. We leave the door open, rang for the fire brigade, and they came and put the fire out. Ah, I said, but what about, the 3 legs? Ah, well, said the farmer, that's an amazing sheep, that one. One time we were away from the farm and old Joe here, he collapsed in the field and that sheep ran into the house. We leave the door open, rang for an ambulance, and they came and took old Joe to the hospital, and he's right as rain now. No, I said, yeah, but what about the 3 legs? Ah, well, said the farmer, that's an amazing sheep, that one. One time we were away from the farm and that sheep spotted some burglars snooping round the back of the house, and what with the door being open, that sheep nipped into the house, rang for the police, and they were over really fast, picked up the burglars, and they're in prison now. Yeah, I said, but the 3 legs. Well, said the farmer, with a sheep like that, you don't want to eat it all at once, do you? A man walked into a shop and said, I need a plug. Yes, sir, said the woman behind the counter. Gulp backwards. Nothing rhymes with nothing. I didn't mean to reverse my car over my laptop. I was backing up. Mummy goat waved goodbye to little goat. You're on your own, kid. What happened to the boy who sat on the radiator? He got a hot cross bum. How good do you think the ancient Romans were at school? Well, they could do Latin. I took this picture of myself making a cake. Selfie raising flour. My dog's done one on the floor and now there's a poodle piddle puddle. How do writers get wax out of their ears? They work it out with a pencil. The thing is, my dad was saying, the thing is, when I was a boy, and I said, yeah, you've told me the story before. And he said, but the thing is, what I haven't told you is, and I said, could you please not talk when I'm interrupting? I was scared stiff the other day. I thought I saw a shark in my bedroom. I reckoned it was in my chest of drawers. Have you seen that movie where these great big letters turn up and start destroying everything? It's called War of the Words. I love all the latest pop music, but my favourite is indie stuff. A bit alternative, like The Other Direction. My favourite band sings about making fires in the olden days. Coldplay. What do you call a pop star who swears? Justin Bleeper. In one of the 007 films, you weren't allowed to see most of it. It was called James Band. What do snowmen sing at birthday parties? Freeze a jolly good fellow. I was in a school and I did my poem that goes, down behind the dustbin I met a dog called Jim. He didn't know me and I didn't know him. And the boy shouted out, well, how'd you know his name was Jim then? And I went, yeah, no, I don't really know actually. I was on a bus and a boy said, are you Michael Rosen? And I said, yes. And he said, you look just like him. The last movie I saw, I just can't get it out of my mind. Cling film. Why did the hipster burn his tongue? Because he drank his coffee before it was cool. What's brown and sounds like a bell? Dung. What did Bruno say when he went to Mars? Don't believe me, just watch. What's faster, hot or cold? Hot, because you can catch a cold. In one old story, there's a little boy who gets some beans and they're so magical, they tell him where the treasure is. Jack and the beans talk. What's brown and sticky? A stick. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men trod on him. In the olden days, people used to buy birds from pet shops. Quite often they went cheap. What's worse than finding a maggot in your apple? Finding half a maggot. Why did the mushroom get invited to all the parties? Because he's a fun guy. I was at a party and it was full of fun guy, not mushroom. What did Robin Hood say when the arrow just missed him? That was an arrow escape. The children were going for a walk in the woods to find out all about nature. There's a robin, said the teacher. They walked on some more. There's an oak tree, said the teacher. Now who knows what that brown wrinkly stuff is on the trunk of the oak tree? No one knew. Come on everyone, what is it? No one knew. Bark, said the teacher, and one boy went, woof. When old Mother Hubbard got to the cupboard, she found that there was nothing there. She had 7 letters. What 7 letters were they? OICURMT. What do cats eat for breakfast? Mice Krispies. Why was the piano outside the house? It had lost its keys. Why did the ocean roar? There were crabs crawling all over its bottom. What did the dog say to its bone? Well, it's been nice gnawing you. I saw a dog the other day. It was looking at a sign saying wet paint. Then it did. Hey! What's Usain Bolt's favourite meal? Fast food. My cat is very intelligent. When I'm watching videos, she knows how to press pause. What do you call someone who's afraid of Santa? Claustrophobic. What goes on and has an eye in the middle? An onion. What did the nose know? Only the nose knows. What do you get if you cross a kangaroo with an elephant? Great big holes all over Australia. Who makes a living from driving customers away? A taxi driver. What has a bottom at the top? Your legs. What do you call a French man wearing beach sandals? Philippe Folot.
Now, it'd be great if you subscribed. That is, you become a subscriber. Look out for the subscribe button. What happens, you see, is that I make new vids every few months, and then I post them up 1 a week for a while. So if you subscribe, you get to see the new ones just as they come hot off the press. Ew.